From Leinster's heroics on the domestic and European stage to Chris Ashton's remarkable try-scoring form for Toulon, it's been a club season to remember. Here are our main highlights. Team of the season PRO 14, Leinster. The European champions showed plenty of class in sealing a third domestic title in 6 years. To underline their squad depth in this competition, Cullen used 55 players during the 21 regular season matches. With the personnel and youth, the Blues will be difficult to stop next season. Viva Premiership, Newcastle. A semi-final defeat to Exeter 2 weeks ago will have done little to disappoint the Geordies, who enjoyed their best season since 1998. Under Dean Richards, the club has played with confidence and look a genuine force against any opposition. Top 14, Lion. An outstanding season for Les Blues, finishing 5th in the regular season and reaching a first-ever semi-final. They have no shortage of ambition, mixing with the likes of Toulon and Racing. Player of the season PRO 14, TADHG Byrne. The Munster-bound lock comeback rower has been a totemic presence for Scarlets all year, topping the charts for most turnovers, with a stunning 37 and his closest pursuer miles ahead. He also played in every PRO 14 and Champions Cup match for Wayne Pavak's side across the season. Viva Premiership, Berenike Goniva. The Fijian winger was a key figure in the Falcons' run to the semi-finals, scoring a joint highest 13 tries. His stellar form culminated in picking up the Premiership Player of the Year award and, at 34, shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Top 14, Chris Ashton. The 31-year-old has been in prolific try-scoring form since moving to Toulon last summer. His 24 tries racked up this campaign is the most scored in a single season. Remarkably, the staid male side has scored 23 tries more than their 2016-17 campaign, largely thanks to the Englishman's finishing ability. Try of the season PRO 14, Jordan Larmour. A piece of magic from the 20-year-old. Collecting the ball on his own 22, the Leinster fullback stepped off both feet 3 times en route to scoring a sublime individual try. Viva Premiership, Billy 12 trees. A pivotal figure in Gloucester's formidable run to 7th this term, the former England international got on the end of a superb length of the pitch team try initiated by centre Henry Trinder in round 4 against Worcester. Top 14, Chris Ashton. It could have been many of the 24 tries he scored, but the solo effort against Brive in October stands out the most eye-catching. Receiving the ball on his own 22, he swatted the length of the field to touchdown, covering 96 meters in 11.16 seconds. Flop of the season PRO 14, Southern Kings. Hard to draw many positives for the Port Elizabeth-based side in their debut season. Lacked any creativity and consistency with ball in hand. Defensively, the gaps grew as the campaign progressed and they shipped a woeful 829 points. Viva Premiership, Harlequins. A season of horror for Quins, and one that went from bad to worse, finishing 3rd last in the table. Head coach Paul Gustard will have sole responsibility for turning fortunes around at the Twickenham Stoop after a disastrous campaign which cost John Kingston his role as director of rugby. 14, Claremont. A disappointing season for the defending champions, finishing 9th. For a side who should be competing for domestic and European honours on a yearly basis, Les Jonards struggles with 14 defeats in 26 matches. European Team of the Season 15. Willie Leroux, 4 tries and 21 assists in 19 matches for Wasps. a superb asset to any starting lineup, thanks to his concrete-like tackling and terrific pace. 14. Veronika Goneva, electric speed and a real menace with ball in hand, capped off with 13 tries in Newcastle's run to the domestic semi-finals. 13. Derry Ringrose, one of the standout players of the year for Leinster and Ireland, his contribution with ball in hand and defence was seminal to the Blues' domestic and European successes. 12. Hadla Parks, the Welsh international carried time and again through the heart of opposite defences. Always defensively sound and never looks in trouble. A classy operator. 11. Chris Ashton, the outstanding Englishman broke the record for most tries scored in a single top 14 season with 24. Continues to show his mettle as one of the best finishers in the game. 10. Johnny Sexton may have played a lack of PRO 14 minutes due to Ireland's player management system, but when involved, the Leinster fly half constantly keeps opponents guessing with ball in hand. Second best out half in the world behind Bowden Barrett. 9. FAF de Klerk, Conor Murray and Aaron Smith may be the two best scrum halves in the game, but de Klerk has emerged as third on this list. Produced a masterclass for sales this term and has an outstanding ability to bring players into the game from any attack. 1. Rob Evans. The 26-year-old has been a colossus for Scarlets in the front row, with superb scrum-magging ability and low penalty count conceded. 2. Camille Chat, a talismanic figure. Made his tackles and carried aggressively. His throwing was immaculate too. 3. Tadhg Furlong. An imposing presence, his ball carrying was a major weapon in Leinster's armoury. 4. James Ryan, an inspirational player who continues to play with maturity beyond his 21 years, yet to lose a game in 23 games for club and country. 5. Leonie Nakarawa, a powerhouse in attack and defence. Produced mammoth displays in racing's run to the Champions Cup final. The best player in Europe this year. 6. Tadhg Byrne. Normally lines out at lock for Scarlets but played a lot of rugby at 6. The Munster-bound star is an ultimate warrior who is always in the thick of the action. His 8 PRO 14 tries were exceptional too. 7. Sam Simmons, a high-class operator at the breakdown, he was a constant source of inspiration for Premiership finalists Exeter. 8. Yannick Nyanga, the retiring back rower was one of the most effective players in the top 14 and Champions Cup this season. Didn't deserve to be on the losing side in the final, with his brute strength a nightmare for the opposition.